Harris has a very, very tense interview with Anderson Cooper right after the debate. You guys have got to check this out.
Within your own party are wondering if President Biden should even step aside. What do you say to that?
Listen, first of all, what we saw tonight is the president making a very clear contrast with Donald Trump on all of the issues that matter to the American people. Yes, there was a slow start, but it was a strong finish. And what became very clear through the course of the night is that Joe Biden is fighting on behalf of the American people, on substance, on policy, on performance. Joe Biden is extraordinarily strong. And
I'm sorry,
that
on
cannot
substance
be
and
debated.
policy and performance tonight, I mean, the president's performance tonight clearly was disappointing for his supporters. CNN is reporting Democratic lawmakers watching the debate were worried about the president's performance. One said it was a disaster. Another called it a train wreck. Those are Democrats especially worried that Biden did not punch back on Trump's lies.
I keep hearing over and over again, oh, you cannot vote for Donald Trump because he's not ethical. He doesn't do the right thing. That's what the media is parroting right now. But you actually have to think logically. Say Biden had the worst debate known to man. Would the media, would CNN actually state that? Would they be like, okay, maybe Trump is the better choice? There was nothing that Donald Trump could have said that could have swayed their minds. And that's the problem. A debate is supposed to be a debate of ideas, and you contrast different perspectives back and forth. If you're already dead set on Joe Biden and you refuse to change your mind, then that's a problem.
He would not disavow what happened on January 6th. He would not give a clear answer on whether he would stand by the election results this November. He went back and forth about where he stands on one of the most critical issues of freedom in America, which is the right of a woman to make decisions about their own body. He has been completely ambiguous and all over the place about where he stands on that issue, despite the fact that he hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and that's exactly what they did. And just 3 years ago, we commemorated the 2-year anniversary of Dobbs, wherein women across our country have been denied emergency health care,
all that may be true.
When the United States was formulated, it was formulated under the basis of the states have their rights and the federal government looks after everybody, but the state law is genuinely more important. That's what the Founding Fathers wanted. They did not want federal government ruling over every state with an iron fist. They just fought back against that. They don't want that. So they wanted the states to have a lot of power. So what overturning Roe v. Wade did was limit the power of the federal government and give the states their power back, rightfully so, because that's what the Founding Fathers wanted. I don't see an issue with it at all. It's the states. The states determine whether you could have an abortion or whatnot and the regulations behind it. That's the way it should have been from the very start. And they're going to say in this election, you're not going to be able to have an abortion. You're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. But yes, you can. Just go to a state that allows it. So for her to say that, it is just incredibly disingenuous.
The President of the United States was not able to make that case to Donald Trump on the stage tonight. I mean, you debated against then Vice President Biden 4 years ago, and he was a very different person on the stage 4 years ago when you debated him. That's certainly true, is it not?
Anderson, the point has to be performance in terms of what a president does. A president who incites an insurrection against the Capitol. No, but I got the point that you're making about a 1.5-hour debate tonight. I'm talking about 3.5 years of performance in work that has been historic.
But
whether
is that
it be
the man
infrastructure,
who we
the
saw
former
on the
guy,
stage
the other
tonight,
guy,
is that the
other
person
guy
you
on
see
the
in
debate
meetings every day?
stage, the person that you saw on the debate stage that has, for the last 3.5 years, up until today, performed in a way that has been about, whether it be in the Oval Office, negotiating bipartisan deals so that we have an infrastructure, a real infrastructure plan where we're putting trillions of dollars on the streets of America to upgrade our infrastructure. Whether it be the person I see in the Oval Office who is meeting with heads of the military and the intelligence community and in the Situation Room, ensuring the safety of America. The person I see in Joe Biden on the world stage, convening world leaders who often ask for his advice. most recently just during the G7 conference. So I'm not going to spend all night with you talking about the last 90 minutes when I've been watching the last 3.5 years of performance.
She speaks so highly of the last 3.5 years of performance, but can you name 3 solid things that Joe Biden has done? I'm being as impartial as possible right now. I'm trying to think of 3 things that Joe Biden has done to change this country for the better. I don't think I can think of one. I just feel like the country is so divided, and we have never suffered this much economically than we have right now, and the world is just a much unsafer place. Between the crimes at the border, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Russia, Iran, Israel, the world's a mess right now, and we need proper leadership, and I don't know if we're getting that from Biden. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this down below. What do you think of Kamala Harris? Do you think she would be a viable replacement for Joe Biden if something ever happened to Biden? Or do you think she's worse than Biden and you want nothing to do with her? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear that. And if you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like, comment, subscribe, and take it easy, y'all. I wish you guys nothing but the best. Till next time.